Hi, I'm Jessie, dietitian at Adjust Coomera. Stick around, I'm going to tell you the top 3 mistakes that women make, women who have endometriosis make with their diet that make things worse rather than better. So endometriosis is quite a common condition and it's becoming more prevalent. We're a lot more aware of it now, but I think we're still a little bit lacking with dietary changes that can actually improve things, and there's a lot of dietary changes that can actually make symptoms worse as well, and I've come across a few women that are doing this. So what I work to do is educate women with endometriosis of practical dietary strategies that are going to improve their symptoms and make them a lot more comfortable during their everyday activities. So the top 3 mistakes that women with endometriosis are making. The first one is not keeping a food journal, and the reason why I encourage women to do this is so they can pick up on anything in particular that's either triggering their symptoms or anything that they're particularly sensitive to. There's also a link between endometriosis and IBS, and often women who have endometriosis are more likely to develop IBS, and there's some foods that can trigger these IBS symptoms, and it can all kind of be lumped together. So keeping a food journal can help you highlight if there's anything in your regular diet, and it might be for either a few days, but I generally recommend at least a week or 2 so you can get a good idea of what's going on. So the second one is not getting enough fruits and vegetables, and the reason being is that fiber is really good for helping move everything through. It's also really beneficial for the inflammation and helping with the removal of the hormones that are actually contributing to the endometriosis and the flare-ups of it. So fruits and vegetables are really good for getting the fiber in, and we find that they also have really good antioxidants, which are really quite important for reducing the symptoms of endo as well. And so the final one, or the final mistake that women are making is actually having too much caffeine. And caffeine is actually a bit of an inflammatory substance, and it can actually make symptoms worse. We know that endometriosis is actually an inflammatory condition, and adding in inflammatory substances are just going to make that worse and make your symptoms a lot worse. So, you know, you're kind of probably sitting there going, oh, she's telling me to cut out my coffee, like I don't want to do that. And there's a few options around it, and it's not that we need to cut coffee out or caffeine out completely, but even by reducing the amount that you're having each day can make a really big difference on your symptoms. And I mean, you've got to think about it, you know, are you sitting at home hardly being able to move because of your symptoms, and by cutting down your caffeine intake, are you going to be able to do a lot more during your day? So I see women quite frequently who are making some of these mistakes along with others with their diet, and there's really quite simple you know, dietary changes that we can actually make to really improve those symptoms for you and get you being a lot more comfortable and being able to do your everyday activities without being in pain. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you want any more information, click the link below, which will take you to our website, and you can have a look around. And if you're interested in some further individualized information, you can book in a consult with me. If you do have any questions, comment below or send us a direct message, and I'll get back to you personally. Thanks.